Your National Guard has never been more important than it is today. It's an essential part of the United States Army. The Guard makes up 34% of the total Army. It has to be organized, equipped, and trained to be part of the joint and expeditionary Army that this nation needs for today's threats and those we see in the future. There are some change imperatives that make this an absolute necessity. We are no longer a Cold War reserve. We are now an operational force. We have to ensure that we have the right kinds of units, with the right kinds of capabilities, with the proper training and equipment so that we can be interchangeable parts with other units in the United States Army when called upon to serve our nation.
As I think about the Army and the journey we're on, it's a campaign of sorts. A special, perhaps even different, as we think about the Guard and our contribution to the Army's campaign. Up to 48 brigades will be designed in the active component force. 34 brigades will be designed in the Guard's contribution to the Army's combat capabilities. We're talking about modular units today. We're talking about units that perhaps can interoperate with any other units in the joint combined world, as well as be part of the Army's contribution to missions around the world. There's one thing about the Guard, is you talk about where we've been, our nation's history. When you call the National Guard, you're calling America.
The National Guard must change. It must be more ready. It must be more relevant. It must be able to operate in a joint, interagency, and multinational environment, and even an intergovernmental environment in many cases. These are change imperatives. It's not that change is something that we should do, it's something we must do, and we must do it on a pretty compressed timetable. For 367 years, we've always been ready, we've always been there. We will not let our nation or our Army down.